guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought it would be fun to do another day in the life video today. I have really enjoyed filming those. It is a work day, so I've just been getting work done this morning and I am a little bit tired. I kind of hit the snooze button a bunch of times this morning and I always get so annoyed at myself when I do that because it never actually helps. I just end up feeling a lot more groggy throughout the day. So that's where we're at right now, but I also haven't had my coffee yet, so that will probably help. My church's coffee shop started opening up just for a couple hours every week to serve coffee to go, and it's obviously all social distanced and everything, so it's not like we're sitting there to drink it or anything. But I didn't make coffee this morning because I'm planning to go to that, and I think a couple girls from my Zoom Bible study are planning to go as well, but we all have different work schedules, so I'm not sure if we'll go at the same time or not. Before I go though, I want to share something from my quiet time this morning that really encouraged me. Let me set you guys down here. But I was reading in 1 Samuel 30, and at this point in the story, King David is in distress because they have just had a tragedy happen in battle. And without going into all the context of that, the verse that really stood out to me was chapter 30 verse 6, and it says, "And David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him, because all the people were bitter in soul, each for his sons and daughters, because of what had happened. But David strengthened himself in the Lord his God." And it's just such a simple verse, but it really just encouraged me that when we're going through difficult emotions, if you look up the definition of distressed, it says to be in great anxiety, sorrow, or pain. And it just encouraged me to be reminded that even David, this great character in the Bible, went through times of feeling like that. And obviously, I mean, he was about to be killed or thought he was going to be killed, and so he had circumstances that certainly warranted that. But even in that, his response was to strengthen himself in the Lord. And it was just an encouraging reminder to me that no matter where we're at emotionally, we can always turn to God with that, and we can strengthen ourselves in Him. I think for me, I've been in a little bit of a weird place lately. Clearly not what David was going through, obviously, but I think just the uncertainty of everything is getting to me, even now more so than the beginning of quarantine, because now we're in a place where there's starting to be talks of life beginning to resume to normal and all of that. And obviously that's good, and I want to see people, but I think there's just so much uncertainty about what life returning to normal is even going to look like and what the new normal is going to be. And so I think I've just been in a weird space trying to process that and wrap my head around that, and obviously we can't really because we don't know what that's going to look like. And so I feel like I've been a little bit anxious about that, and just seeing that David had this great distress that was obviously much greater than what I'm feeling right now, but in that he was able to strengthen himself in the Lord. And that was just a really simple, encouraging reminder to me. And I wanted to know, okay, what does it even mean to strengthen ourselves in the Lord, and how can we do that? And so I used the Blue Letter Bible app that I shared in my Bible study tools video, and it brought up a commentary that was just saying to strengthen himself in the Lord. When David was doing this, it means to consider, with regards to our current situation, the power and the providence of God, His justice and goodness, the method He commonly takes of bringing low, then lifting up, His promises, and the truth that He can and He will bring light out of darkness, peace out of trouble, and good out of evil. And so it's basically just saying that in the distress of what he was feeling and the uncertainty of what was going to happen and the immensity of it, right? Like he thought he was maybe going to get killed, that David was reminding himself of who God was. And that's what it meant to strengthen himself in the Lord. It's reminding himself of His character and finding peace in that. And so I just wanted to share that if you are distressed in any way, like this verse is talking about, that if you're anxious, remembering that God is powerful and sovereign and that He's in control. If you are in sorrow, remembering that God is a God who brings peace from trouble, good from evil, light from darkness, and that whatever it is you're going through, whatever negative emotions you may be feeling, whether great like David or sort of just being in a weird place like I am, that all of that we can bring it before God, and that He meets us in that, and that we can strengthen ourselves in reminding ourselves of who He is and casting our anxieties on Him because He cares for us. And so that is just the simple little verse that stood out to me in my Bible reading today that I wanted to share with you. I gotta go do a couple more work emails, but then let's go get some coffee. Cheers! Bye, Maris! I got my coffee. And then I also did get to see a couple friends while I was in there and just chat with them for a few minutes, which was so nice and also so weird, just this new normal we're living in of talking through face masks and making sure you're 6 feet apart from everyone. it's just strange. I don't know. I'm honestly kind of in like a weird place today, and it's sort of a weird day to vlog from, but also I think it's good to just be reminded that we all have these days and we're all going through this big weird thing together. And I've honestly kind of been feeling like this for the past week probably, just really feeling the uncertainty of everything, of the fact that it's really hard to know what's going to be next after all of this, or what life is going to look like. And I don't know, I just think this whole experience is very disorienting, is honestly the best word I can think to describe it. It's hard to really wrap words around or understand because it's something that none of us have gone through before. And so that's sort of where I'm at today, just trying to remember to take all of my worries, and every time my mind starts to kind of wander into an uncertainty and worry about it, to just take that to God and trust that I have no idea what's happening, but he does, and he's holding it. I did want to mention, so a friend of mine and also sort of like a mentor figure, Tara, who she's actually the one who runs the Bible study I'm a part of on Monday nights, but she started a YouTube channel at the beginning of quarantine, which is amazing because she has so much just godly wisdom and encouragement and insight to share and to pour into people. And a lot of her videos are praying for different topics, and so she's done a lot of different topics related to everything that's going on. But she is just amazing, and she just put out a video a couple days ago, I think, on life after lockdown and ways that we can be preparing to just return to whatever the new normal is going to be. And that video was really helpful and encouraging for me to watch, and so I just wanted to mention that. I'll have it linked below if you want to check it out, and then definitely check out her channel and subscribe to it. She's got some incredible things there. I've always just been so thankful for the times that she has prayed over me personally, or when I've been going through something, and now she has a channel where she can do that more broadly, and I just know that she is making a big impact through that and will continue to, so definitely check that out. I'm gonna sit in my car here for a second and prep an Instagram post, and so I'll show you what I'm gonna post. Here we go. It's a little quote I came across the other day. It says, "The vigor of our spiritual life will be in exact proportion to the place held by the Bible in our life and thoughts." And so I just really loved that quote. Usually when I post on Instagram, I'll post it towards the end of the day, but I will spend some time either in the morning or whenever I have a chance throughout the day writing out my caption and prepping it, and I'll just save that in the notes app on my phone and set a timer for whenever I want to post it. And so I'm going to take a second to do that now because I did want to post that later today. So I'm just going to do that, and then we're going to go in and grab some groceries. So I thought I'd do a little grocery haul. I didn't get much just because I still have a good amount at home, but I needed to stock up on some more of the fresh stuff. Also, both the dishwasher and the washing machine are running right now, so sorry for the background noise, but got some salad stuff. I decided to mix it up from the ones I normally get, so I'm gonna try those out, but these will be good for lunch. And then this one's a little kit here. Got some more eggs, turkey breast, blueberries, strawberries. I was so sad they were out of the Lily's dark chocolate baking chips. I think I have a little bit left, but not much. Got some more kombuchas. This gingerade flavor is probably my favorite, but I also like the guava one, and then I think the lemonade one. But anyway, sweet potato fries. These are just frozen. You pop in the oven. Grapefruit, avocado, my creamer. I never get bagels, but for whatever reason, I was really craving them, so I decided to get some. I've never tried this brand before. And then I got some cream cheese to put on top of it. I think I'm actually gonna have that for lunch, a bagel, and then maybe a little side salad. I'm gonna put that together quickly because then I gotta jump back in to work. I just realized I don't think I ever explained my little work setup here on YouTube, only on Instagram. But basically when the shelter-in-place order got extended through May for California, I decided to go to my work and pick up my computer screens, just because some of the work I do requires me to have a bunch of tabs open, and it's just a lot easier to get work done with my two big screens rather than a laptop. So here's my little setup, I'll show you. So I've got my two computer screens. This is just at our dining room table, and then my mom has hers set up right over here. She's in the other room on a call right now though. It's been so much more convenient to have the two computer screens. Just set you down there. Here we go. So I'm just gonna get a couple more hours of work done. One of the things I like to do towards the end of the week is to map out my calendar for the following week. And so I'll take a look at what my work calendar looks like, any meetings, what the workload looks like. Also, sorry, the washing machine is still running, but I'll take a look at that and kind of map it out and figure out which days I'm gonna do which things. And then based off of what my work schedule looks like, that's usually when I'll plan out my filming schedule for when I'm gonna film my videos, what I'm gonna film, and then also trying to allot some time or sort of have a general idea at least for when I'm gonna edit them. And so I'm gonna spend some time doing that now, and then I'm just gonna get some work done. It's about 5:30 and I just finished up work for the day. I don't know what it is, but I am still so sleepy, but I think I'm actually gonna try to do a workout, even though I do not feel like it at all. I'm typically a very all or nothing person, so I'll either do the full workout that I would like to do ideally, or I'll do nothing at all. But I'm trying to get more into the mindset of when I'm having one of these days where I'm just not feeling it, having more of the mindset that something is better than nothing. And so I think I'm gonna try to do, honestly, just maybe like a 5 to 10 minute jog around the neighborhood, and then do a 10-minute YouTube workout video, because I do actually have some work to finish tonight. I'm done with my full-time job work, but I have to finish editing Galatians 3, which I'm so excited for. That's gonna be going live tomorrow, which it'll already be up when you see this already. And I think that working out, even though I really don't feel like it, will give me a little boost of energy for that work I still need to get done tonight. So I'm not gonna take y'all with me on my run, but I'll show you a little bit of the YouTube workout video once I get to that. Here's the one I'm gonna do, this 10-minute beginner ab workout. I just finished the workout in perfect timing because my alarm is going off to do that Instagram post. So I'm just gonna do that really quick and then get in the shower. So whenever I post on Instagram, I try to spend like 15 to 20 minutes going through and catching up on comments and DMs. I do my best to stay on top of those. I don't always get to all of them, but I try to. So I just spent some time doing that. I'm gonna take a quick body shower now. I'm not gonna wash my hair just because I tried to be pretty strategic with washing it. And I try to only wash it maybe 2 or 3 times a week and then only do it once a week. And I try to schedule that out for when I want to have it done for either a YouTube video or I don't know, that's pretty much it these days. But I'm gonna go take a quick body shower to at least get the sweat off of me, and then I'm gonna get cozied up, probably make some dinner, and then spend the night editing. Before I get in the shower though, I wanna show you something cool I've been using. 1 second. So I've pretty much always used a loofah in the shower, and I never felt great about using them just because I know that they really hold on to bacteria and they're not the greatest for you. But I just honestly don't really like using washcloths, and so I kept using them, and I tried to replace them fairly often, but I know it probably wasn't enough because again, those things really hold on to fungus and bacteria. But again, I just didn't really know what else to use until a couple weeks ago. I was watching Sarah Teresa's YouTube video. Let me set you down. But she was talking about this thing. This is a honeycomb mitt. And you use it in the same way you would a loofah. So you just put on the bath wash, the body wash, whatever it's called, on both sides and kind of mix it in and it'll suds. It does kind of use a little bit more product, I would say, than a loofah, because with the holes it kind of falls through and you have to put a little bit more. But she was just sharing how this thing is antibacterial and antifungal. So it does dry out between uses, so it won't hold on to moisture and just create fungus or bacteria or any of that gross stuff that loofahs do. And so she was just saying how she loved these things, and I was like, let me give it a try. So I ordered one on Amazon. It just came in probably like not even 3 days ago, but I love using it. So I didn't realize when I ordered it that it can also be used dry to dry brush. And I don't really know a lot about dry brushing, but basically from my understanding is you're brushing your skin when it's dry, usually with a brush or maybe something like this. And it helps with circulation with like your lymph nodes. I'm like doing a wall sit trying to talk to you guys, so I'm like out of breath. But I didn't realize this can be used for that too. And I haven't used it like that, I've just used it in the shower wet. But even wet, I've noticed that it does kind of have that same feel. It feels like it's really massaging and increasing circulation, and it doesn't feel like I expected. Like it's definitely a little bit more rough than a loofah, but it just feels really nice. Like I've been so excited to use it every time I've showered since I've gotten it. And the nice thing about these two is they will last for about 2 years. I just flicked myself with water. But I just ordered this on Amazon. It was like $35. I'll have this linked below in case you've been looking for something like this too. Nice to meet you. It is about 10:30. I'm just finishing up editing and I'm gonna go to bed. But before I do, I wanted to tell you guys kind of what we were talking about earlier, or I guess what I was talking about earlier. I actually had a friend recommend this podcast to me. Let me show you. It's by John Mark Comer from the Bridgetown Church. I've talked about their podcast before on my channel. I really like it. But he's just really digging into the uncertainty of everything that we're going through and providing a biblical perspective on it. As you can see, I haven't actually finished the podcast yet. I started listening to it on my drive back from the grocery store, but so far it's really good. And so if you've also just been kind of feeling anxious or feeling just the weight of the uncertainty with everything going on, I definitely recommend checking that out. I'll make sure it's linked below. But I hope you enjoyed this day in the life video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and then also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.